On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's got room at the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Allen going to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Allen going to go on 4th down. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down, Howell to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Catch is made by Hurd. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got it to Collins, complete. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Another one caught by Collins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gibson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And will be held down at about the 30-yard line. first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Another throw for Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Howell throwing on first down here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. It's Howell with another throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, It's Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big kick.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
56. Hey, hold. Middle.
Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Howell. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, 69 yards. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 27 yards there on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. He's going to air one out. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Howell now. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. Airing it out deep for Woods. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Buda Baker with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 37 yards. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, my goodness, another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Powell, 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make...
Touchdown, Colts! Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Alert!
One final try here for Allen. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week